Hi, it's John from Under the Table Hot Sauce. I'm here with my friend, the star of the show, Jimmy Farrow.
Yeah, what's up, JB?
Nah, nothing.
It's been a hot summer, and for all your barbecue needs, you can go to underthetablehotsauce.com. 13 unique flavors to choose from, created and bottled in a Long Island kitchen. Underthetablehotsauce.com. Let's go chow, JB.
Let's do it.
All the flavor, twice the burn.
The Monty and the Pharaoh Show is brought to you by...
Because wine is your second favorite four-letter word. California wine, New York attitude. Good fucking wine.
Yeah.
I want to start this interview differently, Ron, because maybe I should have done this the first go-around. So I'm going to ask you this question, and we'll see how this goes. Do you think David Sammartino was failing as a wrestler because of the pressure of being the son of Bruno Sammartino, which I could imagine would be a huge weight,
Huge.
and that Big Ron Shaw, on the particular day in Philadelphia, decided to facilitate Mr. Sammartino in getting out of his contract with the WWE?
David Sammartino, and I told you this before, is a tremendous athlete. Okay, I would have loved to have a body like that guy. Okay, he was big, he was strong, and everything. He could have continued on in the business in professional wrestling because he was who he was. He wasn't this skinny little guy or something like that. He held his own. He held his own, what I feel. And I've seen him work a lot of great matches, tremendous matches. And he was a star. He was a superstar. And I've said it, he's a superstar. Whatever happened, happened. I don't know what was going through the guy's head, number one, okay, prior to our match. Maybe he just felt that maybe he's in his father's shadow and he just didn't like that. I don't know. You know, you're trying to pick something that I really couldn't tell you.
Ron, do you think that Bruno could have possibly been putting too much pressure on David, or was Bruno still concerned about Bruno's spot on the card?
No. Bruno wasn't concerned about himself. I mean, he knew he was doing his last matches. You know, he had a lot of injuries. You know, whatever those 30 years were that he was. You know, he didn't want to do this anymore. You know,
How about putting pressure on
whatever
David?
him.
Was there anything to that?
What's that?
How about putting pressure on David? Anything
No, I don't think he was putting pressure on David.
Okay.
I don't think he was. You know, I mean, you go out there. He knew he was going to do this. He's in the business, and all he could do is help him, like a good father would. To any son.
Ron, I want to go back to that day, though, when David comes into the locker room before you guys are going out for your match. Is there a discussion of David saying he wants to just call it a day and leave the Federation, and I need your help to make this happen?
Well, number one, there was no conversation. Number two, why would he need my opinion on how he wants to leave? He could have got up and left any time. Okay? What made him mad or however the story is, because I've heard numerous stories. Okay? And yeah, I'm a big part of this. Okay? But let's look at me real quick for a second. After I had my hand raised after that match, I came back in February of 1986, and they booked me up against George Skolin, who I've never ever heard of before. Okay? The guy blew up when he stepped between the ropes. Okay? He was out of breath all the time. And after that, I never ever even seen him again. Now, if somebody had to be pissed about something, it should have been me. Because I defeated a legend's son. And here I am putting over this guy who I've never even seen before, just because he has the name Skolin. You know, that was, in my opinion, that was not a cool thing to do. But you know what? That's why I made a good paycheck, because I didn't bitch and complain. Simple as that.
Ron, I don't even remember him. Was he related to Arnold Skaaland, or?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
even-
that was Arnold's son.
My God, I don't even remember.
Yeah,
him,
Arnold's
do you?
son. First time I ever seen him, and that was the last time I ever seen him, because I was booked all the time.
Right.
Never seen him after that.
Ron, you have road agents and people running the card. After your match with Sammartino, did you get any heat in the locker room?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It was just like another day. The only time I can remember one thing is sitting in Poughkeepsie, getting ready to do TV, and Vince Jr. walks past me and gives me a big nod, like, good job.
Ron, did you witness any officials in the back after the match possibly having some words with David? What the fuck did you do out there?
As far as I know, he didn't even shower. He packed up. I thought I had heard that he may have injured a rib, and he apparently had left the building. I know. I didn't even see him after that. Of course, I didn't see him in the beginning that I can recall.
Is it true that Hulk Hogan came to you before the match and said something's going on, but I don't know what it is?
That's interesting.
Well, I've said that, and it was Bobby the Brain Heenan. Now,
Okay.
I am going to say this. There was somebody out there who said, "Well, how could have Ron Shaw talked to Hulk Hogan that night, because Hulk Hogan was in another town?" You have to keep in mind that this is 1985, but I was 99% sure that Hogan did come back, and 100% sure that Heenan came back and gave me a warning that something was going to happen, something was going to go down tonight. And nobody was specific, and so that's one of the things that stuck in the back of my head when I stepped into that ring.
Your thoughts, okay, because you don't know. Do you think David Sammartino would have been better off not using the Sammartino name?
Wow.
No, I don't think so. That was right in what he stayed with that name. I mean, if you're talking about the very beginning, well, maybe that could have been an option, but certainly when you've got the Sammartino name, that is the Rolls Royce of cars. It's as simple as that.
Yep, that's.
I would not have changed my name.
Interesting. Ron, I want to switch gears just a little bit. And I